huge day.
I'm the best Sharpe. Don't forget it, bro.
Great blocker.
Todd Christensen told me, if you want to be famous and you want to make a lot of money, forget about blocking. Catch passes.
Today, we're tackling a very controversial NFL debate question. How good was Shannon Sharpe? You'll hear some people say he might be a TV personality now, but here's the thing, he wasn't always this way. We're referring to a guy who earned 3 Super Bowl rings, transformed the position of a tight end, and became a football icon. Let's go into Shannon Sharpe's journey from his difficult beginnings to NFL Hall of Fame. Shannon Sharpe grew up facing hardship in Glenville, Georgia, where he learned resilience from his life in a small home with no promises. His parents separated when he was just a baby, and he had to battle the challenges of the rural South alone. Imagine a poorly heated home during the harsh winter months. Despite the bare surroundings, sports ignited a beacon of hope.
Sacrificed more for her grands than she did her own. You see, my grandmother was a very simple woman. She didn't want a whole lot. My grandmother wanted to go to church and Sunday school every Sunday. She wanted to be in Bible study every Wednesday. And the other days, she wanted to be on a fishing creek. See, my grandmother and grandfather, they raised me, and I hung on everything they say, but they didn't know it.
It was obvious Sharpe did not come from a wealthy family, but he was built with heart and grit. His grandmother, Mary Porter, assisted in raising Shannon and his siblings through difficult periods, losing his dad when he was just a teenager. He talks in interviews about how the sacrifices of his grandparents shaped his success. It was a matter of learning to stick with it, a lesson that helped him tackle adversity on and off the field. Shannon did not accept mediocrity at Glenville High. Though his brother Sterling excelled in sports, Shannon carved his own niche by participating in all kinds of sports, basketball, NFL, even field and track. Academic struggles did not take away from his sports ability. He was not the flashiest player, but his intensity and innate game-reading ability would go on to redefine the tight end position.
Elway has the protection, he goes deep.
During those formative years, each practice and each game was a stepping stone. Adversity in high school made him burn hotter. He dreamed of a college scholarship and an NFL future etched in the record books. That future arrived earlier than expected.
But no, I thought it was different in the fact that when you left high school, you were considered one of the best athletes as a senior in the state of Georgia. Set a triple jump record in the state of Georgia, which I think still stands. When you left college, you were one of the most dominant, whatever division you guys were in at the time, college wide receivers in the...
To an HBCU. Although I played at a smaller university, I put up monster numbers.
Sharpe did not have a lot of college options due to his below-average academic performance, making him less attractive to the elite programs. He wound up at Savannah State, a Division II program, where he could excel without the weight of a powerhouse. And excel he did. Shannon was a record breaker, not just another player at Savannah State. Over 4 years, he accumulated 192 catches for 3,744 yards and 40 touchdowns. Critics point to the fact that Division II lacked competition, but the numbers were eye-catching. During this time, Sharpe developed his route running, hands, and toughness that would define his future NFL career. His success at Savannah State was not solely based on skill, it was based on his mindset as well. Every touchdown and reception reflected the strength and determination that defined him.
My name is Shannon Sharpe. I was the 192nd pick in the 7th round of the 1990 NFL Draft.
All kinds of times, he got 24 yards on the play to Shannon Sharpe.
Todd Christensen told me, if you want to be famous and you want to make a lot of money.
By 1990, with good college statistics, Shannon Sharpe went undrafted. He grabbed his chance as a 7th-round free agent for the Denver Broncos, a destiny that looked grim for a player of his caliber. Most teams thought he was too small to play tight end and contemplated converting him to a wide receiver. Sharpe started his NFL career slowly, with only 29 receptions for 421 yards in his first 2 seasons. Despite having all-time quarterback John Elway, Shannon was outshined by more well-known players and expectations.
Throwing deep, and he has Shannon Sharpe
in the open field. And
Shannon Sharpe maintaining his concentration, able to rip it back and score a most unusual. Open and Sharpe. No one picked him up. Shannon Sharpe.
In 1992, head coach Dan Reeves moved Sharpe back to tight end, resurrecting his career. That bore fruit, and Shannon was no longer perceived as the undersized project that everybody questioned. He burst onto the scene with 53 receptions and 640 yards, a performance that signaled he had the potential to change the dynamics of the game.
Elway looking for 11 yards or more. He's got it to Shannon. Elway wide open to Sharpe for the touchdown.
By 1993, the transformation was finished. With improved interactions with Elway and a boost in confidence, Sharpe's numbers improved exponentially. He recorded 81 catches for 995 yards and 9 touchdowns, solidifying his status as an elite NFL tight end. He received All-Pro nods alongside his brother Sterling, whose name was already a household one. Shannon and his brother shone together, but a neck injury forced Sterling to retire at the age of 29. Shannon's rise is remarkable, not just by the numbers, but in redefining the tight end position. Traditionally, tight ends were additional linemen, the big blockers with little receiving skill. Sharpe broke that mold, becoming a speed, agile mismatch with great hands. His precise route running allowed him to exploit gaps in defenses, making him a threat at all times. Defenses had to adapt, forcing a big revolution in the NFL games.
I'm better than you are, you know it. Call the president. President, we need the National Guard. We need as many men as you can spare because we are killing the Patriots. Let the horses out the gate.
It was not just Shannon's innate talent. His personality shone through as well. His confident, cheeky attitude made him a fan favorite. His trash-talking and lively personality added a unique aura to each game. Shannon delivered spectacular plays and memorable one-liners, keeping the opposition and fans alike on their toes. Every NFL player dreams of holding the Lombardi Trophy, and for Shannon Sharpe, it was a big dream he never expected to come true. The 1990s were the Broncos' roller coaster years. In 1995, under coach Mike Shanahan, the team had its share of ups and downs. Despite a difficult regular season and injuries, Sharpe's impact was noticeable. He battled adversity to win crucial games for his team. There was a specific time during the 1996 season when the Broncos were winning. Sharpe played a pivotal role in turning the game around. In a dominating victory, he infamously picked up a red phone on the sidelines and yelled a legendary quote. Moments like these, combining humor and passion, reinforced his status as a great player and dynamic personality. Super Bowl 32 symbolized years of perseverance. Broncos versus the Packers, the Broncos controlled early. Shannon did not score a touchdown, but made his presence felt on each play. It was more than just a win, it was a statement. A 7th-round pick who had been written off earlier came of age and helped the Broncos capture their first Super Bowl title. He then gave his Super Bowl ring to his brother Sterling, honoring a career shortened by injury. To Sharpe, football was legacy, family, and not personal glory.
Hot touchdown, Ravens. Shannon Sharpe. To Shannon Sharpe. One man to beat. Run! Sharpe to the 40, to the 30.
After years of dominating on the field, Shannon Sharpe's career took an interesting turn. Following his breakout run with the Broncos, he spent a couple of seasons with the Baltimore Ravens. In Baltimore, he not only solidified his reputation as one of the NFL's top tight ends by earning a Pro Bowl nod, but also proved that even as new stars emerged, his standard of greatness remained unmatched. His Baltimore stint highlighted his versatility and playmaking skill that maintained him at the peak of his game.
To the end zone, touchdown! Shannon Sharpe.
But the amazing story did not end there. Sharpe came back to Denver for a last chapter before finally retiring from football. The comeback represented a full circle to his career, serving to underscore the profound impression he left on both the Broncos organization and the NFL in general. By the time Shannon Sharpe retired, he had accumulated 8 Pro Bowl appearances, multiple All-Pro selections, and 3 Super Bowl championships. More significantly, his innovative style had permanently transformed the tight end position.
What was that like?
It was tough because I know he wasn't going to win.
via sports on its NFL telecast, and then moved on to serve as a studio analyst.
One cannot discuss Shannon Sharpe without discussing his outsized personality. Once his playing career had ended, he made a seamless transition into a media career that has kept him in the public eye ever since. Love or hate him, one cannot argue that Shannon's commentary is as loudmouthed and outspoken as the manner in which he played. He is now a sports pundit, where his views and commentary consistently cause controversy among both fans and his fellow pundits.
What you see, football is what I did, but that's not who I am. I am Mary Porter. I'm Barney Porter. I'm Sterling Sharpe. I'm Shannon Sharpe. I'm a byproduct of what I saw them do and how they raised me. And I wouldn't change anything about my life.
What truly distinguishes Shannon is his uncompromising honesty. He has never been one to go back on his words, and that raw honesty connects him with those around him. Whether he is talking about the details of the game, the evolution of player positions, or his own life experiences, Shannon provides an insight that only someone who has endured the tempests of the NFL can provide. Now let's examine the numbers that made Shannon Sharpe a true game changer. Throughout his career, his receiving yards, touchdowns, and clutch play consistently set him apart from the rest. And here's a brief summary. Receptions and yards. Sharpe went beyond the simple flashy plays. He consistently posted amazing reception numbers while putting up impressive yardage. He often led his team in these statistics, even during seasons when the team performed extremely poorly. Pro Bowl and All-Pro awards. His 8 Pro Bowl picks and many All-Pro awards were clear indicators of his elite level. These awards were not given to him out of charity. They were the accumulation of years of hard work and superior play. Super Bowl success. Individual statistics do count, but football is the ultimate team sport. Shannon's record of helping bring 3 Super Bowl wins to his teams speaks volumes about his capacity to perform under pressure. His dazzling plays at key moments are a necessary part of how and why he has been imprinted as one of the all-time greats. His influence on the tight end position continues to resonate till today. Coaches and players watch his games and study his techniques carefully, trying to grasp how he outwitted defenses with his remarkable combination of speed, strength, and instinct. In a league where change is ever present, Shannon Sharpe is an enduring legend, a player whose influence still shapes the way football is played today. What these numbers inform us is that Shannon Sharpe was not merely great, he was transformative. He reinvented the very concept of what was possible for a tight end, opening the door for generations of players who now follow in his footsteps. Do you think Shannon's the greatest tight end ever? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more quick, in-depth looks at NFL legends.